This is JTV Eurovision, the show where we have a look at some of the best albums, some of the best highlights of 2021, and figure out what we think are the best of the best and what JP Brahma thinks. So this is almost like Anthony Fantano / an awards show, which is a lot better than Eurovision. And I'll tell you, the UK actually have a chance of winning, unlike what they do in Eurovision. Let's be honest. Well, we've got to begin somewhere, and we'll begin right here. Of course, there'll be another at the end of the year to celebrate 2022's finest albums and finest moments. But of course, this is about 2021, so we're going back to last year. Well, we've got to talk about who and what songs are nominated for Song of the Year. Well, there's a lot. First of all, we have got Olivia Rodrigo, Good For You. An absolutely huge hit for the British and American charts. And also, by the same person, Driver's License. Of course, there was going to be Olivia Rodrigo on this list, as the start of 2021 was huge for her with her album Sour coming out, getting critical acclaim. Indeed. But we're not on albums yet. Of course, it's been a huge year for music with the return of Coldplay, Adele, and Ed Sheeran, all in 1 year. I mean, The Weeknd has made an album this year, but aside from that, no real huge bands making an album. I know Muse are making an album. Weezer are expected to make 4 sort of albums, but I think the biggest person, the most famous singer / rapper that'll make an album this year is Kendrick Lamar, known for To Pimp a Butterfly. Of course he is. Of course, that'll probably be nominated for Album of the Year next year, but that's enough. That album's not even out yet. And of course, there is Liam Gallagher as well. Yeah. Anyway, and of course, High Flying Birds. Although they're not as huge as obviously Oasis, but you know. Let's stop dwelling on 2022 and go back to Songs of the Year. Of course, with the return of Ed Sheeran, he had to get into this list. Bad Habits and Tides are on this list. If you haven't heard Tides, then you should. It's probably the best song off Equals, in my opinion anyway. And of course, with the return of Adele, her songs were always also going to make the list. 100%. Yeah. We've got Easy On Me, her 8 consecutive week, I think, #1 hit on the UK charts. And a huge hit over in the States as well. Of course. And then, of course, rising Geordie star Sam Fender, with his new album 17 Going On releasing out this year. There are some songs from that. The Dying Light, Get You Down on the FIFA 22 soundtrack, and 17 Going Under. Under. And that are all the nominees for Song of the Year. Well, put your guesses of what will win Song of the Year into your brains. Wait a second, that's not over yet. Of course, with Coldplay's return with Music of the Spheres, here are some songs that have made it on. Human Heart, which is just heart emoji, on their actual album. This song plays in JP Brahma's head and helps him get to sleep, so of course it was going to make it. Well, there you go. Humankind, one of the best pop songs out this year, probably according to, in my humble opinion. And, People of the Pride just about makes it. Well, those really are, maybe give or take 1 or 2, some of the best songs of the year 2021 that we're aware of. At least there's probably a few that we missed. Oliver Twist, RD, yes, Body. Yeah, Body, the first drill / grime song to reach #1 in the UK. That's also on the list. And RD, Flowers Say My Name, also RD. Yeah, of course, grime is going to invade one way or another. And of course, you may be thinking, what about the song with Adele when there was a violation? I don't know what it's called, but that's also in there. Don't even know who made it either. But yeah, the original version is in there, not the weird cover version. Yeah. But I think, maybe give or take 1 or 2, those are all the nominees. In third place, get your guesses for first in your head, so maybe in the comments. In third place, we have got Human Heart, Coldplay. In second place, we have got A. Sam Fender. But in first place, and according to JP Ramlet, one of his favourite songs of all time, The Dying Light, Sam Fender has won Song of the Year in JTV Eurovision. I mean, obviously we don't have him live and we can't really show the music, and because YouTube will claim that faster than you can say Eurovision. Oh yeah, also, we've got Another Day in the Minecraft Cave by Jack Cowie, which was probably top 10. Of course, 2022 could potentially be his breakthrough year in terms of even more nominations. But of course, one's not too bad. Indeed, and many number one singles on the JTV Top 40. Yeah. Well, we've still got Artist of the Year and Album of the Year. Nominations include Sour, Olivia Rodrigo, Equals, Ed Sheeran, Music of the Spheres, Coldplay, 17 Going Under, Sam Fender, and Adele, 30. I can confirm that in third place is bringing out the intensity, aren't you? Very much so. Music of the Spheres, Coldplay, which means Equals finished bottom. In second place, this is between 17 Going Under, Sam Fender, and 30, Adele. Two great albums, JP Brown has said it himself, but the one that just about won over in his mind, only just, is 70 Going Under, Sam Fender has won Album of the Year. Congratulations. Right. Artist of the Year. We've got Sam Fender again. Adele. And that's it. Oh yeah, and Coldplay. And Jack Cowie sneakily got a nomination. But now, Artist of the Year. Third place is Jack Cowie. Wow. Well, in his eyes, Music of the Spheres was a dead average album, but due to the fact that I haven't really listened to many modern day albums in 2021, they had to be on the list. Oh yeah, Equals did finish bottom, Sour finished above that. But yeah, that's why they were on the album list. But he's expected to listen to a lot more albums this year, so there's going to be a lot more albums on the Album of the Year list at the end of the year. We've already got some potentials, such as Dawn FM by The Weeknd. There might be a new Muse album out this year, given that they have a new single out, which will almost certainly be in the Single of the Year nominations for later in the year. And of course, Radiohead have a side project, The Smile, which could release an album this year. They released a single, which again probably will be on that list of songs of the year next year. But let's move on from there. Second place is Adele. She's the Sam Fender is the Artist of the Year. Jeff Rabbit has said that he is just incredible and one of the best voices of less mainstream modern day music, if not the best that there is. Of course, you've still got your likes of Kasabian. Royal Blood have released an album last year. No, I think it might have been in 2020 actually. Alexa, when was Typhoons released?
Here's something I found on the web. According to wikipedia.org, Typhoons is a song by English rock band Royal Blood and was released on the 21st of January 2021 as the second single from their third studio album of the same name.
Okay, well, it was in 2021. Well, I thought I forgot one off the list. That was also on the list of albums of the year, but yeah. Soul finished above that, but it finished above Equals. Because according to him, that was one of the worst albums he's ever heard in his life. There you go. Well then. Sam Fender is one of the best underground musical artists in modern day history. Elton John likes his music, and he's been compared a lot to Bruce Springsteen. There you go. Wow. A huge year for music 2021 was, but let's see what 2022 will bring. Of course, Muse are releasing a new album. Radiohead's side project The Smile have released a single and potentially a new album. Same with Muse, it depends. They might release it early 2023. But yeah, we'll just have to see. Kendrick Lamar is expected to drop a new album. Liam Gallagher will definitely drop a new album. High Flying Birds are expected to drop a new album. Both Liam and Noel in the same year. And there you go, really. But, of course, we've already had probably the biggest album of the year quite quickly on early into the new year, unless it's like a surprise drop by someone else huge, in Dawn FM by The Weeknd. Yep, great album, great idea, great execution, is what JP Ramos had to say about it. But we'll get more onto that album next year. But now, we'd like to thank you for watching, and hope this year will be great for music. Yeah, there you go. 2021, 30 great albums, 70 going under, incredible album. Musical Spheres weren't too bad. Sour, not bad at all. And Typhoons, decent album, as far as we're aware at least. But yeah, we haven't fully listened to Sour or Typhoons, but we knew that they really deserved a mention. Of course. Well, and that's why they were an album of the year. Well, that wraps up this list and this awards. But we'd like to thank you all, and we'd like to hope that 2022 will be massive. I mean, massive for music. By the way, Won't Stand Down is the Muse single, and it's a banger, just so you know. If you're into metal, then you'll like that. And H Games or whatever your username is now, I reckon you might like Won't Stand Down. Although to be fair, I'm not you, so it's up to you. We forgot about that Bruno Mars and Silk Sonic album. That's why that wasn't on the list. But yeah. We'll remember better next year, because we'll have listened to more albums.